So you want to talk about God? Are you a believer?
Yeah, I believe in Allah, the God of Islam. Alhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah.
Okay, you believe in God, Allah. You're a Muslim. Okay, got it. Why? Why do you believe in Allah?
Because it works.
It works.
Yeah.
So you know that other gods.
If Allah didn't exist,
You interrupted me
then
right away. I
what?
was trying to say
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I just took a sip of coffee and then I didn't finish my sentence. But okay, go ahead.
Uh, I asked you a question. You answered, but here's the thing: you are aware that there are other people on this planet. They believe in other god, and it also works for them.
Good for them.
Yeah. Okay.
And why? The real question is why do they believe in God at all? If that is a toxic trait or an irrelevant, insignificant trait by economy of efforts, the genes would not allow those to move on to the next generation because if it's redundant, then they're not supposed to move on to evolve these genes. And if it works, then this is why you're seeing people believe in something that actually maybe works, right? Maybe it has a reason to work. If you look at the details of what a god is, it's something that allows you to evolve. And that's my premise. Go ahead, tell me. What's your
Um,
counter to that?
I don't have a counter for that because I'm an agnostic atheist. I don't know if any God exists or not. But here's the thing: even if there is no God, the concept of God may work for many people, for many believers. So maybe it's the case that there's no any God, but people have the belief and it works. And I agree with you. It may work.
It's not. It's not. I'm not. This is not my. It's not an answer to my question. My question is, you have two options to evolve in evolution. You have option number one. If you're atheist, it means it's redundant, meaning that God, whatever, is 50-50. If it's a 50-50% thing, right, by economy of efforts, that gene or that idea should never evolve, and not a lot of people should adopt it, right? And you have option number two, which is the reason why it exists, and so many people practice it, is because it's effective in doing something that makes people live and survive, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean there's a God. So it's effective, the belief is effective, but that doesn't mean there is a God.
What is
Maybe
a
I
god
didn't.
according to you?
Like, it's not according to me, but I can tell what God is according to many other people. For example, you're a Muslim. For you, God is the super being who created this universe and everything in this universe and the other things that we don't know
No,
exactly.
no, you moved away from the idea. You
Which
said,
idea?
I told you, I told you, um, that which allows people to evolve and become successful, okay, in their life. We call it a god. You said what I
You
said,
call it a
then you said
God?
no, but that doesn't prove. That doesn't prove that there is a god, right? And I told you that number one, what is a god? God is that which what's the definition of God? What are the names of God? Is the most powerful, the most successful, the most. When I say the term most powerful, what does it entail in your brain? The most powerful as a term is a concept. Is a non-tangible concept. It's not that he created the human being in a lab like a lab experiment, which is a physical human being performing physical stuff. We're talking something meta beyond what is tangible and what is physical. You
So
understand what I'm
do
saying?
you think the
Hmm.
universe is not tangible?
No, I'm not. This is this is not what I said.
Yeah, this is not
Listen
what you
to what
said. I'm trying to understand
I
your
said.
concept of God.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking you questions, right?
it's not my concept of God. Is the actual concept of God. Is that which is beyond, which is tangible. Okay,
God is
whatever.
beyond tangible. That's your belief, right?
Yeah, it is
But
beyond what
this
is tangible,
intangible being
but
created
it
this
is.
universe. This is your belief?
Yeah.
And that's why I asked, do you think this
created the
universe is
universe,
tangible?
not not just created the universe, but allowed people who used his words and his ideas to succeed in life. Not just that, because
And that's the
what
belief
he says,
itself. Okay. So
yeah,
why do you
what he
believe
said.
that there is such a power?
Imagine that there is a sum of all ideas, okay, that God said, or call them people. I'm not gonna call them, for according to you, these are just ideas of people, and these ideas are successful. Some of them they evolve out, right? They get destroyed by evolution. Some of them remain. The lecturer, or the most successful, or all most successful ideas, we call it God.
Most
You call it, I
successful
don't know
ideas,
what's
you call
happening,
it God?
right? Yeah, the
Oh,
most successful out of all successful ideas, right, is God. What is those most
uh,
powerful,
I
right?
don't know
Can,
how
can I
to
can
measure what is the most successful idea on this planet.
most
But
successful
let's
is the
suppose
actual
that
measurement.
it's X,
The
you will
most
call it God.
successful.
But I think you don't have any patience to listen.
Yeah, go ahead, son. What do you want to say?
Yeah, yeah. If X is the most successful idea, you'll call it God. Let's suppose it's money, okay? I told you I cannot measure what is the most successful idea because it's subjective.
Hmm?
But let's assume that people decided it's money, the most successful idea ever, okay? So you will call it
Uh-huh.
God?
No, that's very that's you just reduced what I said to this
That's
most.
what you said.
Uh,
God
no,
is the
no,
most
no, no,
successful idea.
no. Listen, you said money. I said, okay, let's talk about money. Money, for example.
No, no, let's
How
don't
can you
talk
obtain
about
money?
money. Let's talk about what you said. You
Okay,
said
God.
God
One of the
is,
names of God is the richest. God is the richest. One of the names of God, but it's not the only one. Okay, right? But
yeah.
enshrined within the idea of the richest, okay, you know that, for example, poverty is a bad thing. But according to your worldview, which is we don't know, right? You should not tell me, right? Having more money is better than not.
I
Do you
didn't say
understand?
that.
Okay, but I said that my God says becoming rich is better than becoming
Your
poor,
God
and I know that
says
you didn't say that.
that's the
Yeah, yeah.
thing that we were supposed to talk. So you believe that there is
Sorry.
such a being. That was the topic, and you
Uh,
diverted this topic a lot. So why do you believe that there is such a thing?
Why do I believe what?
You're
There is
saying
such a
this is
thing.
God.
What?
This is what God said to us, right? So, and this conversation sounds like you already proved that God
This
exists.
is what God said to us. I'm talking
That's
from your
what you.
perspective.
That's what you
Imagine this.
believe. It's
Just
my perf.
open up your mind. Open
It's
up your mind with me.
it's
Just
my.
imagine this. No. That's not what I
No,
said.
no, no, no.
I didn't say God talked to you.
No, no.
No. What?
I'm here to talk about why do you think a God exists? Okay.
Why? Well, I explain to you, but the way you answered is like you just wanna run away from my idea.
No,
The
no.
crux
I'm
of my
not trying to
idea.
run away because you keep talking as if you prove that God exists. So
Okay,
when
no,
you
but
say this is what God said to us, it sounds like you
I didn't
already
tell you
proved
God
God
exists.
exists, and now
I
you're
didn't tell you
trying to
God
tell what.
exists. I didn't say God exists.
So
I'm
you
not
don't
talking
believe that
about
God
God.
exists?
I'm not. I'm just talking
You
from a
said
scientific
let's
perspective.
talk about
I'm
God, and
talking
now
from a
you're saying no, we are not
biological.
talking about God.
I'm no. I'm talking from a biological, evolutionary, statistical perspective.
And
Bear with me.
that
Just
doesn't
bear with
prove a
me.
God
I'm not
exists.
saying God exists. I didn't say God
Okay,
exists. I
then
didn't say
it's
that.
a
I
useless
never said that.
topic if you say
Which means,
If you say
which
that
means that you're not
illusionary
listening.
process doesn't prove a God exists.
You're
So
not
why we're
listening to
talking?
me. You're not listening to my ideas. You're listening to what you have in your brain,
Because you're saying that
which
it doesn't
is
prove God
incorrect.
exists.
Which is an incorrect representation of what I said. I didn't say God exists. I said, imagine a world with me where we take all the successful ideas of people, not of God, of people, according to your mindset of people. He has an idea. Oh, becoming rich is good. Not killing people is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is bad. Don't have sex with your mom. Don't do this. Don't. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. Now
And
they evolve through time for a long period of time, and statistically, because in order to have a significant statistical sample, you need a long period of time and a lot of people to test ideas on. And it turned
And
out. Let me finish. What do you mean? And this is not a good
yeah,
discussion. Sorry,
yeah, it's not a
not
good
a good discussion. You're
discussion
not
because you
listening.
don't want to
You're not
talk
listening.
about
You want me
the
to
main
finish
topic.
because you know I touched the point.
No,
I'm
I'm
touching a
still
point and I'm
waiting.
expressing myself. I'm expressing myself clearly. When I
Yeah,
touch a point, it means that you're not listening.
I'm listening to
If
you
you were
very carefully.
listening,
That's why I'm saying and.
okay. So, from a statistical standpoint, for an idea to be what do you call that, to be a good idea, it has to have had stood the test of time and been tested by a large number of people. Okay.
You just said it
and this
before.
is what and this is what religion is. You want to call it a god, call it a god. You want to call it create, call it whatever you want to
For
create.
what? The process
Want to
of
call it.
evolution.
I'm talking from a scientific perspective, evolutionary statistics. Okay.
And what does it say?
Ideas.
What
Yeah,
does it say?
ideas. What do you want to say? Tell me.
Yeah, those statistics. What they say about God.
Those statistics. No, you didn't. You didn't listen to what I said. Sorry.
I was
I
listening.
cannot have a discussion
You
with you.
said this is
Sorry.
God. This is God. Yeah, sure. I also cannot have the conversation with you because you're just mumbling around. You're talking about
Yeah,
evolution,
yeah. Well, you
and
will insult me. Okay.
when I ask you like does it prove God? You said no. I didn't claim God exists. So
I didn't tell you God
that
exists.
was
I'm
the
just
topic.
analyzing with you. I'm
Yeah,
analyzing with you from your perspective, which is a scientific perspective, which is
my
Occam's razor,
perspective.
which is statistics, which is,
Okay, what
and
does it
it's my
say? What's your
perspective.
argument?
I told you what
People
my argument
chose like
is
in the
from an
evolutionary path.
evolutionary perspective.
People
From an
chose
evolutionary
religions.
perspective,
That's why
every
God
idea
exists.
for an idea to be efficient, effective, and powerful, and not toxic, it has to have. It's like a vaccine. You have to test it for with a large number of people for a long period of time for you to conclude anything about it. And we say that religion is that.
And so
That's
on.
it. You wanna have another idea which is non-religious, you die. You wanna have another idea which is anti-religious, you die. That's
You
it. That's what I
die.
said. I didn't say God exists.
Yeah, that's the
Okay, you die
problem.
or your
I
idea
asked
dies.
why do you believe God exists, and now you're saying that what I spoke so far that doesn't say God exists, and it's very useless. And thanks for wasting a lot of time. My question was,
Yeah,
why do you
okay.
think a God exists?
That's good for you. If you conclude it this way, that's good for you. That's a good conclusion.
That's the conclusion. Like, there's no other conclusion from this
Yeah,
conversation.
that's a good conclusion for you.
Yeah.
Well done, man. So you have had an
Well
excellent
done.
conversation.
Yeah, that
That's an
was
excellent
excellent.
conversation.
Evolution proves God. Yeah,
You should
excellent
you should publish
argument.
this
Great.
conversation.
Maybe you should go and share this
You
information.
should definitely publish
Evolution
this
put God.
conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I will definitely because like there are not many like crazy people like you who claims that evolution proves God. But anyway, thanks for allowing me to share this. Stila.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing, guys?
You're doing fine. How about you?
Good. What was the discussion about?
We have specific topics
Mm,
here: God's religions, morality, and etc. So if you want to talk,
mm.
mic is yours. And please know that this conversation can be published on YouTube.
So who his religion what? That guy.
The one was talking before, he said he's a Muslim,
Yeah. Ah, I see.
using evolution to prove a God exists. Congratulations. When the question is, why do you believe a God exists? He starts talking and talking and crying like a baby that I'm not even allowing him to talk. And at the end of the speech, he says, I don't claim a God exists through this argument or whatever he was trying to say. And that's what people do in general. They don't care.
Ah, I see. Muslim people, you should come with them. Like I have friends, and I know how they think. He was talking about religions between Muslim and Christian. right? Right? That's right.
No,
So,
we were not talking about Christianity.
like, what about what? Just about Muslim people? Or does that God exist or not?
We even couldn't
Yes?
get there because he was trying to make a different point.
Ah, I see. Like he's what his problem? What's the question that he was like confused about it?
I asked him, why do you believe that God exists? Then he started talking about
Ah,
something
I
else.
see. He was running from that question because he don't know anything.
Yeah, I cannot claim that he didn't know anything. Probably he
Maybe he don't
claimed to know a
know.
lot of
If he
things.
didn't,
Yeah, but
maybe if he didn't study in the Holy Bibles and all
I don't
the
know.
Bibles, like in the books, even like Muslim people just know that Muhammad is his savior and they should make good things to go to the paradise and like that. I know. So they
So you're
don't
not a
know
believer,
really
Sila.
me. I know I'm Christian. Of course I
You're
know.
Christian. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but like for me, there is no big difference between Christians and Muslims.
There's big differences
For me, there's
for
no big
you.
difference. Yeah, because you both believe a superpower, a super intelligent power exists, and he created this universe, everything, and he created a place for people to reward or punish. So all those things are very similar to me,
Mm,
and I don't believe in all those claims.
why? What's the reason?
The reason is I don't have enough evidence to start to believe.
Uh, mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah,
So who do you think made us or make this earth or
but that's a
this?
fallacious question. If you think or if you assume that someone must make us make this universe, that's only an assumption, and because we don't know the cause of the universe, if there is a cause. And you should ask yourself the same question: who made your god? Because you believe a god exists and you believe that something must have a creator, then who is the creator of your god?
Okay. Just give me a second. I have a call.